right, folks, another episode of the Short Shift Podcast. This is your boy Thomas. I've got your other boy Ian, and then I have Andrew. Andrew's probably going to take a little fucking victory lap at some point in this episode, but my finger is going to be hovering over the fucking mute button.
Let's get to brass tacks. We got much more important things to talk about.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pull my dick at some point.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and mute you right there. Andrew has been doing predictions with us for 5 years now, and this is the first time he's even been tied for first, other than week 1, game 1 of any season. So let's just all have that in mind. He's going to take his victory lap. Me and Ian are probably going to get up and go grab a beverage while we do it. But yeah.
All we had to do was remove the actual scores and just do win or loss. And that really
literally, I dumbed it down for him, and it took 21 weeks for him to catch up to us.
You said on the Discord this morning, I'm gonna make him cry tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin your fucking night. If you get too excited, I'm going to ruin it. Boys,
wouldn't want it any.
Where do we actually want to start? It feels like there's one big story. Do we want to jump right into that story?
Let's band-aid the dumbest fucking injury on the planet. Like,
okay.
What are we fucking doing? I'm not doing the rant again. I already did the rant vehemently on the YouTube channel, but
like, comment, subscribe.
Nailed it. The Hagens signing and a 14-hour news cycle where people took what was nothing. Nothing happened. No statements were made. Literally nothing. Nothing happened. And they turned it into he's going to stay in college to avoid playing for the Bruins because Sweeney's an asshole. That happened by 9 a.m. People were writing stories on that.
I'm not going to do the rant. Proceeds to do the rant.
Yeah.
How fucking dumb are we as people? Be better. Mm-hmm. Be better. What are we doing? 9 a.m. And you're like, well, he should take the cutter route because fucking Sweeney's clearly pissing him off. Ugh. Sorry. Dumb and dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb.
Mm-hmm. Dumb and dumb. Dumb. Welcome to the Short Shift Podcast.
Welcome to the Short Shift Podcast.
There we go.
Thoughts, gentlemen. Thoughts on the Hagens. Thoughts on the news cycle. Thoughts on the Monday news cycle first.
To be honest, I like completely want to avoid the news cycle because it's fucking obnoxious. I posted something in the middle of the night when I saw it that was just like, look, Pasta came here. Like in here, meaning Providence. McAvoy came here. Marchand came here. I actually put Bergeron. He didn't go there first. And I was corrected by like 9 people who read it from one person and then all needed to jump on. You're right.
To be fair, he played a year in Providence, and this was. I'm sorry.
I guess it was Steve Conroy that of the Boston Globe that.
Yeah, he retweeted
corrected you.
Yeah, and then
that was 21 years ago, by the way. Yeah. 21 years. Sorry, my memory didn't keep that one.
He also followed it up with, ultimately, I get your point, and like I agree with you, but
yeah. but I have to tell you that you're wrong.
Yeah. Ian, you actually kind of pointed out too. It was like he wasn't like direct from college in the same way as we're seeing Hagens or McAvoy specifically or whatever. He had an entire summer. He had camp. He had dev. He had the whole gamut and stuff. But yeah, like I think everybody needs to just understand like this is part of the process. And they're like, well, he's a top 10 pick. Like he should be bypassing all of this. Like that's not really how it works. You have like 1 or 2 guys each year who do that. Could he have done it? Yeah, there was fucking chatter in the offseason. He straight up said, he goes, I want to be in Boston. Mm-hmm. It didn't look like it was possible, so he went back to college, which was the right play for him.
And he wanted to win a natty, and it didn't work out that way.
It didn't work out.
He also wanted to win the Beanpot, and guess who fucking did?
Mm.
Yep.
Love that.
That's right.
But ultimately, it's like, they're like, oh, well, they're going to fuck him up, and they're terrible at developing in Providence, blah, blah. It's just, everybody's just wants so badly to cover their own ass so they don't get hurt if a prospect fails. That's ultimately what this is to me. I'm going to say the most pessimistic shit on the internet and make sure that I fucking flag it and screenshot it and this and that, because in a year and a half, if he fucking peters out or he doesn't turn into anything more than like a third line guy, I'll have this, because it's about winning on the internet. Because one day, we're going to have somebody stand up at a podium next to our fucking casket and they're going to read all your sweet fucking tweets. That's what you want to hang your life on. Like, get fucked, guys. Like, just sit back, enjoy it. This team is fighting for a playoff spot. This kid was fucking, what was it, like a few hours into eligibility to even sign what he signed?
Yes.
Like, let him play at pro speed for a fucking week, and also let him play for a couple of weeks there, and we could still bring him in. It's still on the table.
The moment he signs that ELC, he burns a year.
Yes.
The moment he signs it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of reports.
Do we want to do it for now? Do we need it this year? Are we going anywhere this year?
They won't hesitate to do it. He just let's just make sure that he's, going to be a positive impact at the level.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's breaking camp with this team next year.
Easily.
I don't think there's any question about that. If they do the Patra bullshit to him, it's not going to be a full fucking season in the same way as Patra's been down there.
Yeah.
He would probably go and play maybe a week and a half, and then they're going to call him in.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be made a big deal, whether it happens next week or in 6 months. It doesn't matter. But he's going to be on this fucking team.
So the Lucas Reichel era isn't grabbing you, Thomas?
For the first game wasn't terrible. He got on the score sheet. He looked okay.
Yeah,
I don't think when you attach the fact that he's a first round athlete, a first round talent, you expect to see something. And but realistically, if you pay attention to professional hockey, just because he was a first rounder doesn't mean he's going to be a star.
It's like, oh man, you were a first rounder. You were a top 21 pick. And then you see the landmine that he gave Mason Lohrei during the Maple Leafs game. And you're like, that's why Vancouver and Chicago, both paragons of development, them own selves, kind of let you go for a penance.
Yeah. Fuck, is he fast though? Boy, is he fast.
He can definitely skate. And it's a team. This is a team that definitely needs that.
Yeah. For sure. I want to make a comment on a little bit of what Thomas said there, because so Andrew and I had both talked about Hagens skipping Providence and coming right to Boston.
Thomas, you called it, by the way.
Yeah, Thomas got that right. That would have been fine. Like, if they were like, yes, we think he's ready for this level, we're throwing him in right away, we think he's a boost to the team, whatever. But for you or for some fans to say he's a top 10 pick, he deserves to, I have a problem right there.
He's not owed anything. If you are asking for a culture that rewards where you are drafted over what you have earned, you're asking to be the Leafs. You are absolutely. I am more worried about the feelings of this player than I am about the success of this franchise. I guarantee they sat Hagens down, they worked out the contract, and they said, hey, this is how we do it, because in Boston, this is part of the culture. Yeah. Guys get called up after a week and a half if they prove it. We've seen it in the past. It's rare, but it does happen. Yeah.
This is about knowing that the guy in the room with you earned his spot to be there, not because they were great in college, but because they are truly an impactful player at this level. Yeah. You want to be a franchise that has a standard? That's how you set it. Not, I drafted him 7th overall, I've got to see what he is right now. It's, I will make you earn it like everyone earns it. They're not going to keep him down on purpose to make him earn it. They're just going to make sure that he gets his feet wet. And guess what? That first game he played, I liked portions of it. He was a little nervous. He needed some time, and he's going to need a little bit of time. Yep. That's fine.
I think a lot of people sort of attach themselves to the, they're just going to keep him down in Providence because this is what they do. This is what they do. Guys, we have a 21-year-old rookie playing top 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
complain once they start doing it is my point. Like, this isn't them starting there. This is them saying, hey,
don't get pre-mad.
Well, they're getting pre-mad because you have a lot of people who are very high on Patra, and Patra has been just sitting in Providence. Folks, if we're comparing Patra to Hagens, you're already off on the wrong fucking
we
foot.
have a problem.
Yeah, that completely discounts what Hagens is.
Yeah.
And we love Patra.
Yeah.
We do. But you know what?
Talent.
The one thing Poitras has not gotten better at is the biggest thing that's keeping him out of the lineup. I take the offensive zone. I don't make a play. I spin on my heels. All of a sudden, they close space and I turn it over. He has creativity. He has offensive vision. He has not learned about the protection of possession, and he hasn't developed in that fashion. And it's been years, yes. And you can blame the coaching staff if you want to, but he has not earned his way back into the NHL.
Ian, counterpoint. He has a terrific smile, so he should be up here.
It does. He's hot as fuck, but a little young, but
if you
counterpoint, I'd rather play him than Elias Lindholm on the third line.
Thank God. Hey, let's at least just take the gift that they moved into the third line finally.
Yeah.
Ian, you made a comment about culture and guys who have done this basic exact route before. You don't think that there's been a call, maybe a little conference call. James, Charlie, James, talk for 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
McAvoy called him like the moment
That's
that he
what
got.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that you want to hear about what the culture is in the room. I get that McAvoy's not necessarily a coach's son. He's a coach's son-in-law. He understands locker room culture. He understands what it means to be a Bruin at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's really been more of a Bruin this year, just based on the fact that McAvoy is a broken fucking human being and still getting rolled out there and still playing productive minutes.
I think he's definitely worked himself into the front of the captaincy.
He's right up there more than I thought in this past offseason.
How did you earn the captaincy? I took 4 pucks to the face in one season.
Yeah.
And counting, by the way.
You see this? You want to see how I got this smile?
Yeah. Andrew, do you have Hagens' comments after the signing?
Not at the ready, but I did love them. I did absolutely love them.
Yeah.
I'll let Andrew find those, but basically he is saying exactly what Thomas says. There's a culture that's important to them, and I think McAvoy certainly was part of that. And I just can't imagine that Hagens is sitting down with Neely or Sweeney and not hearing about what we're building. Like, that's the point, is you are in a retooling year. Let's not forget that fact.
Yeah.
Truly overachieving. My God, I can't believe this team is still in a playoff spot in March.
Well, I mean, we know full well why they are, and it's goaltending. It's not necessarily special teams.
I hate to say
certain games where we're getting timely scoring by people who we don't expect to score. The fact that Zach has been what he has been since the Olympic break. RV has been probably the most consistent for the last 4 months.
Best trade we've made in like 4 years.
It's
like, what are we doing?
It's wild. I know a few weeks ago we talked about like he's definitely gone. Yeah. I really genuinely hope that he has. We're just again talking about locker room leadership or culture. Like, I hope that he's made a connection, because I wouldn't mind it. Yeah. He has had a career resurgence this season. Yes. It was a slow start for sure, but yeah.
Mr. Pucks to the net. I do obviously I'm joking when I say best trade, because people are gonna torch me for the Fraser Minton trade, the Will Zeller stuff. Like, guys, I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, you just let about 35 seconds go in between that. Yeah. So I'm sure you're gonna get blown up on Twitter.
Voicemails and
very
shit
quick.
Going.
Yeah.
Brutal. Did you find them, Andrew?
I'm pulling them up right now.
Oh my gosh, your internet is like a nope, can't say that.
Nope, got it. That's got it.
Go ahead.
Okay. There's a saying, nothing's given, everything is earned. It's just knowing that you have to earn a spot wherever you go. And I'm excited to come to Providence to earn that spot.
Now, was that McAvoy 7 years ago, or was that Hagens 7 days ago?
Yes.
What I love is every single time you hear a coach or staff member or anyone talk about Hagens who's worked closely with him, he is a competitive asshole.
Yeah.
Like, Andrew, what did we see when we went to the game? He had a workhorse first, might have been his second shift.
Yeah.
And he just missed a shot. Like, just missed it. Had a good opportunity. It got poke checked away. He still got something off. Went wide right or wide left. I don't remember exactly. He skated back to the bench. I thought he was going to fucking choke someone. Like
he gets super intense.
He's fiery as fuck.
You know what I love about players like that? Is that you always see these people concerned, like, oh, he's going to lose his mental. No. Those guys don't slump because of mental. Those guys, they'll face luck slumps like everyone will, but those guys with that level of intensity who get that pissed off, that's their everyday, man. Like that doesn't cause them to go down some. We're seeing it with Geeky right now, who mentally just looks like he's really struggling with where his game's at. Hagens isn't going to fall into that trap. It's a different mentality altogether.
Yep.
Well, there was that comment. This is going to Providence is something that he is eager to soak in and try to show everything to the front office and to the teammates, his new teammates, everything that he's worked for. And on whether or not he's going to get signed, you let agents talk and deal with that stuff. I just want to play.
Yeah.
All the right things at a young age. We love it.
But I mean, he knows full well right now he's playing pro hockey, and this is just the start.
Yeah.
He knows in his heart that he's not going back to Boston College.
Yeah.
And you also need to.
Now that he's played, he cannot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he knows, and also, like, let's all be real with each other. Like, at a certain point, whether it's college, high school, whenever you stopped playing sports with your group, with your buddies, there's also like there has to be, especially in a culture like Boston College, there has to be like some sort of like mental gymnastics where you're just like, I just said goodbye to my boys for the last time.
That hurts. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. People see like, oh, you
need to get over that.
Yeah, you're getting to your new. You're a professional now. This is the dream. Yeah. It is so hard to let go of that kind of stuff. I mean, even high school to college, you're like, damn, these are my guys.
And that's probably why, he lost it. But BC lost in the Hockey East tournament in overtime. And once they lost, that was brutal.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Good team, though, Northwestern.
Yeah. Northwestern. I think you mean UConn.
I don't know why the fuck I said Northwestern, honestly. That was really weird. To be fair, I'm fatigued right now. Yeah. You guys know. The rest of them don't.
But the thing was that Saturday when they lost, it was like, oh, it's time to sign Hagens. Why haven't they signed him yet? Maybe he needs a couple of days to fucking decompress and realize that this is the end of his college.
My guess is he had a 3 p.m. meeting with Don Sweeney planned for Monday. What are we doing?
I mean, if give him a day or two to clean out the mini fridge that's underneath his fucking shitty mattress in his dorm.
So actually, a really interesting point that Fluto Shinzawa brought up in his article about Hagens in The Athletic, which is actually a really good article.
He did a great job with that one.
Yeah. He's still living out of his dorm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Something tells that there's that little comment. He's still living out of his dorm in Chestnut Hill.
Yeah. He's got to say goodbye to the stale sock, It's different.
I don't get the feeling that he's bothering with a sock.
Oh, he's getting.
Well, we could all be so lucky. All right. Hey, I want to jump. Oh wait, sorry, you're more to say.
That tells me that I don't know how long this stay in Providence is going to be.
Look, he needs to show more than he showed in the first game.
Sure,
and that's fine.
Sure.
It was his first game.
Sure.
But I'm very confident that
him getting into scrums in the first game was hilarious too. Yeah.
I'm fairly confident that he sees Boston ice this season. I still think that's a very, very real possibility.
Put a number on it. Percent.
I'm close to 80%. I really think that he ends up. I was so impressed with him at BC, not for the points. It was the rest of his game. The wall work was incredible. The way he leverages his size.
What did we see in the game that we saw live?
What's that?
He was in all situations.
Yeah. Piss and vinegar.
Yeah,
I hate the piss and vinegar. I really do.
I'm glad that's kind of faded out. Faded out, like the terms kind of faded out. But like, the dude plays a Bruins style.
He wants to be a winner so fucking badly, and he's gonna be. Thoughts on, I know this isn't confirmed, but Court, who we just talked about from Bruins Diehards, has some some very solid evidence that Letourneau is returning to BC. I know we talked a lot about that, of like, what else do you have to prove?
So, you know what the solid evidence was?
What?
Don Sweeney
I
said
do.
it in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sorry. This is a conversation I had from weeks ago, but I know that that they said, but Sweeney was like, we're pretty sure he's going back. It wasn't like a sure thing.
I'm fine with it.
I'm so fine with it, especially with how last year went for him. He wants to be the guy on this team. I got no concerns about Letourneau going back. I do like
the ramping where it's like, freshman year, you're not even supposed to be here. The only reason you're here is because Will Smith decided to go to San Jose.
Yep.
Second year, you are in a group in a cluster in a group where like you are one of the guys. And
top line center by the end of the season, by the way.
Yeah. Man, did he show out?
Yep. And then this upcoming year, he's the guy.
He's the guy. He's the guy
on a pretty weak BC team. Pretty weak.
I don't know if I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen a BC team this week, like in my lifetime.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy. But here's the thing. Dean Letourneau, to me, when he does move up, full season of Providence is my guess. Mm-hmm. I think he spends a whole year there before he goes to the NHL.
And you know what? Fine.
He was a 4 to 5 year project when we drafted him, and we said so that night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So totally fine with that. I was just curious if you guys had any thoughts.
And we said so that night, and even then we were like, "Good, take a swing. This is the kind of talent you take a swing at that part of the draft."
Everything looks like it's paying off so far.
Mm-hmm.
Another year in those facilities that BC has, where he's got size. Now he can fill that size out with fucking nutrition and hit the weight room. Mm-hmm. Like, he's gonna be untouchable.
He has to stop being passive. He succeeded at the level he did this year despite that, but there are a lot of moments where he parks himself in front, and that's all he does. He just hangs out. He has to have a different level. But the thing is, you see comments from his coaching and his personal coaches that, like, he has a personal skating coach and things like that. They mention that we are working on him being more engaged in the play across every moment, which is something that, I get it. I kind of really like a player who's willing to admit, I don't know how to be more engaged. I'm missing these moments. I'm not reading the play quick enough. That's a good thing to recognize.
I'm missing these moments. I don't know how to read the play quick enough. Still had 22 goals this year.
Right? He was a net front monster, but he scored in a lot of ways too. Like, there's a lot.
Howitzer of a wrister.
Howitzer of a wrister, because it comes off the stick so fucking weird. God, at that size. And when he is net front, and he can somehow stick handle the way he does in a phone booth and gets the goaltender down on his cock, fucking brilliant. It's really good stuff. I have been really impressed with Letourneau. I admittedly have been overexcited about it. Him going back to college kind of put me back in my place with that. But I'm very excited about his progression, and everyone should be. Why wouldn't you be?
Yep.
Yeah. No notes.
Can we let's just do the Scott Wheeler stuff then, if we're going to do the prospect stuff. I know I strong-armed us into this. I'm all sorts of, my energy is all weird tonight.
It's fine. It's always weird. Where are you?
You guys started. I'm going to grab another beer. That'll help with the energy.
Okay, great. Wait, isn't alcohol a depressant? Anyway, Scott Wheeler, who does a breakdown of all 32 prospect pools every year for the Athletic. His is like the Bible. His breakdown of team by team pools and, how strong they are, what kind of players that they draft, et cetera, that is the Bible. They've never finished higher than 29th in any of these lists. He's been doing them for about 6 years now. Last year they finished 30th in the list. This year they are 19th. 19th. This kind of, for me, underscores just how much of a better spot they are in this retool than they were 1 year ago.
Yeah. Obviously, having a top 10 pick is going to help that, because you go to that article, the first picture is literally Hagens. And also, again, we just talked about Letourneau. Letourneau had a huge year developing in college. That's going to help the rankings. I'm very excited about it, because just looking at the teams that he's already ranked previous to this, like because he's working his way backwards.
Yes.
Every single day that's gone by, he's now to March 27th. He's about to put out the 14th team, et cetera, et cetera. Starting at 32 with Panthers, you're just expecting, okay, in the next 2 to 3, we're probably going to see the Bruins dropped here.
Yeah.
And a fucking almost 2 weeks go by.
I was like, did we get contracted?
He forgot about the team.
Yeah. Did we
And
get
then
contracted?
had to throw them in there. Like the Devils were there, the Wild were there, the Lightning, the Golden Knights, like all these teams that you're like, okay, we probably not as good and deep as a Jets prospect pool. And then we landed on 19. Like seriously, like just think about like teams that have been mediocre, have been drafting, don't do a lot with picks. If they get a superstar, they're probably moving them at the deadline. They're collecting picks. They're collecting assets. The Bruins are ranked better. That is not necessarily a review of saying we have a super deep pool, but we have some really good pieces floating on the top of that pool.
Yeah. I do want to point out that every year, Corey Pronman and Scott Wheeler do these things.
Yeah.
And we do typically very critical of them.
Yeah.
We're very, very critical.
I'm a lot more critical of Pronmans than I am of Wheelers, to be fair.
Yes,
I think
we have been very consistent with that.
Yeah.
But in general, it does feel like he had a fairly good synopsis of all these players, and you could get nitpicky with this one, but it would take being nitpicky. I agree with a lot of it. So this is a weird year for me to be more on board with him. I never had an issue with where he ranked our franchise. I knew it was going to be 28 to 32. Like
I mean, we're sad about it.
Yeah.
We have issue with how sad we are about it, but not because we don't think
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
right.
But oftentimes,
That's the time I fought a JPEG on the show.
the blurbs about the players, I was like, this guy doesn't watch these guys play. And again, it's usually Pronman more than Wheeler, but this one felt fairly solid as far as research done.
Do we know when Pronman's is coming out?
He does off-season stuff.
Does he?
He does
Okay.
off season, yeah.
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 As far if I'm remembering correctly, at least.
Wheeler, this is the first year that Wheeler did it after the trade deadline, which I think is a much smarter way to do it than he did his last few years.
Well, because people are just crazy for any content at that point. They're taking it all in. So I get it. I'm one of them.
Yeah, exactly. We're insane.
Content wars.
So top 3, no real surprises, is James Hagens is 1. Dean Letourneau is 2. Obviously, again, no surprise. Will Zellers is number 3.
Fine with that.
Fine with that. Hey, how did we get Will Zellers?
I believe that was a trade with the Colorado Avalanche, where we gave them Charlie Coyle, and we got Casey Middlestat.
Who's part of the second best line in the league right now?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Analytically.
And Charlie Coyle isn't even on the Avalanche anymore.
I was about to say, I was like, well, give them some credit. The Avalanche picked up Charlie Coyle, who's basically having a career year. But
in Columbus.
I think we gave up one other pick in that, something like that, right?
Did we
right
get Blanar in that one as well? Or?
No, Blanar came... Blanash came from a Toronto pick, I believe.
All right. Oh God. All-star.
It was something that Dangle fucking complained about. This is why I made this skit a little while back, but the most valuable asset you could ever have is something that once belonged to the Leafs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's almost never wrong.
Crazy. But
Andrew, who's 4?
Lisa, no, I'm sorry. Patra.
And 5 is Lysell, I believe.
And 5 is Lisa. Yeah.
Does Pelosi fall on there anywhere?
Pelosi was number 13.
Yeah, I was going to say back half there.
Got you.
Walsh was on there?
Yeah.
Walsh was on there
for Cornell.
Yeah, he was somewhere in the teens, I think, as well.
11.
11, there you go. Technically a teen.
Gasso was 14th. Gasso was the last one ranked. And an honorable mention was Alexis Gendron, who we got in that nothing trade.
That one kind of pissed me off because I was like, there's no one else that you know. But I didn't pay attention to the details because there was a few players that I was like, where are these guys? But yeah, at the end of the day, this conversation is about Hagens, about Letourneau, about Zellers, about how they've improved this prospect pool.
Yeah. Last year, Patra was number 1.
Yeah.
We are absolutely out of those three names, right? Hagens, Lucerno, Zellers.
Yeah.
One of them is not going to hit, right? That's the way prospects work.
Yeah.
Typically, one of those guys is not going to hit. But the fact that you have three names plus others, depending on the kind of fan you are, if you are like a really in-depth fan, and again, there's no wrong way to fan. If you're more like superficial, just chilling, watching the team, nothing wrong with that. But if you really like to get into this stuff, you have another guy on that list that you're excited about. And it's been a long time since you could look at a list like that and go, I've got 3 or 4 guys that I'm like genuinely pumped about.
Ian, is Kostadinsky the fourth?
He fucking shouldn't be. I would if Kostadinsky is a guy that not only you love, if you love him just for the fucking memes, hell yeah, brother. Yeah. But if
I think
you're
that's where I am with Kostadinsky.
saying Kostadinsky's going to be a game changer for the Bruins, you should have a little test of the old IQ and see if your electric meatball is on par with I don't know, everyone else, because you might be, government assistance or something at that point.
Well, something that really struck me about this list, and again, I eat up these lists every year.
Literally, I don't know why you would print them like that and then just devour. It's so odd.
We're poor. We're gonna get food where we get.
Jesus, that was dark. He's not that poor. I mean, he's close, but he's not quite that poor.
I'm not.
This is going to turn into.
He's able to fly down for my wedding. Thomas bailed on the wedding just because here's the real reason he didn't come, and I want everyone to know this. It's a very gentlemanly reason. He didn't want to upstage the bride because he knew how hot he would look in a suit, and he just it's really important that Tiffany has a Well, sorry, he wears a little tux right over his dick, and that's all he wears.
It's a lacy number. That's all we'll say.
It is a lacy number.
It's a lacy.
I like what you do with the frills.
No, it's a tux, but it's the T-shirt with the tux on it.
Yeah. So it would just be awkward if he's sitting in the audience. I've got a boner already standing up there before I even see Tiffany. It's just a weird mix.
The entire time you're reading your vows, you're just locked eyes, like on me. I'm 3 rows back and not at a good angle for you at all.
Like, I can't even make the excuse of like, he's probably looking at, no, he's looking right at Thomas.
He's looking through me right now. No, Ian, in all seriousness, I'm really fucking bummed that we're not able to do it.
I know.
That falling through, we also had to decline a family trip, which is, we're getting considerable amount more flack about. But,
I hate when
it's
people
just
do that. It's like,
the timing's not great, but I'm honored to have been invited, and genuinely wish I could just start walking now to just be there. But
here's the good news.
Yeah.
Andrew's sitting at the same table as my dad, and that's not going to go well. So have fun with that.
Why did you do that? Oh, wait, I know why.
Because no one else can sit with him.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that.
That's a different conversation, though. What were we talking about?
So
Kostadinsky.
Yeah. One reason I'm very excited about this prospect. One reason I'm really excited about this list. 2 guys I'm really excited about are in the middle. Denzel Schmelz is 8th, and Frederick Brunet is 9th.
Great, yeah. Brunet arguably could be higher.
Yeah,
he could be above Liesel at this point.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? Now that I say it out loud, he should be higher than Liesel at this point.
Yeah. Oh, God, such a waste. But yeah, it's just like there's this retool A+.
Oh my God, yes.
A+.
What else could you have possibly pulled off in 12 months? This is an incredible job. It's not done. This team still analytically gets its fucking bell rung almost every game. And yet, in like the real numbers, which you broke down on Low Quality Bruins Fan on YouTube, if you're not on there, what are you doing? Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. The real numbers are good. It's just the projected numbers are not. The special teams are bad too. The 5-on-5 shit is, I mean, again, the underlying metrics are terrible.
It's hilarious.
It was weird to look at the Buffalo Sabres and be like, wait, what? They're supposed to be underwater in every game, and the only reason they're doing it is because they're the second luckiest team in the league through 4 months. Who's the luckiest? Oh. Just in one weird mode, like, oh, all right, that's great. But who gives a shit? Wins are real.
What is it? You'd rather be lucky than good?
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it gets me a cup, I don't care. That's the thing, is you look at a bunch of different, if you really break down these different cup winners through the years, and yes, there's a lot of them who very much earned where they're at, especially in the modern game. But when you go back and you start to nitpick and you start to look at the underlying metrics and you find these winners who just got hot at the right time, LA Kings, throwing that out there.
Oh, yeah.
You start to just sit there and be like, who gives a shit? No one sits there and goes, the Kings didn't deserve it. No, Quick is a legend. Kopitar's a legend, and off they go. Doughty's a legend.
Yep.
Don't care how they do it. I just want another cup.
I mean, this team is dumb. Like, this team is stupid. With all of these just getting buried 5-on-5 analytically. They're still undefeated in regulation when leading after 2 periods.
Yeah, I'm really getting annoyed with that stat, unfortunately.
It's hilarious. It becomes more hilarious the more annoyed you get, because I know why you're getting annoyed by it.
30-0-4?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, great. After leading after 2, yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't feel that way, by the way. It does not feel that way.
They have won once in regulation on the road since January 20th. Now, of course, there was an Olympic break in there. But in regulation, they have won once on the road in 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they have not lost back-to-back games in regulation since December 21st through 27th.
We have had... Shoot, I had this earlier. I mean, we're close to 20 overtime games. Maybe over 20 overtime games.
Have we really won, like...
We've won a little more than we've lost in overtime at this point. We started the season wicked hot. Out of our 72 games played, we have 29 regulation wins, 37 regulation and overtime wins.
So that's 8.
And 40 wins. So no, I'm way off with that. But 11 of our wins are...
And then how many overtime losses do we have?
So never mind, 8. So 11.
So we have 19.
Yeah, math is hard. Okay, we're trying.
Don't ever do that again.
That was a weird voice. I tried something, didn't work. You know, you got to try it. You got to look under the rock. I'm gonna get into voice acting eventually. It's a weird dream of mine.
I think you could do that shit.
Are you done spinning out? Jesus Christ.
Oh, has this been weird? Are we having a weird moment here that I didn't recognize? Am I autistic? Please continue the conversation from here.
Where do I go from there?
Sorry, sir. I don't know what to take that. So.
I got one. Detroit are frauds.
Someone's gonna punch you in the face. You know that, right?
And it's gonna be John B.
It's gonna be John B. But
I'm gonna be holding your arms.
Why would you help?
Who's holding my legs?
Well, I mean, ultimately, I'm holding the arms so the legs are rendered even more useless. And
I was going to ask: is someone holding your legs to hold you up?
No, it's a stability thing entirely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They're frauds. They're collapsing again.
In March. If they do this, I gotta go back how many years they've done this now, or I could just text John B. But I think that's a mean
that
text.
might be an easier thing to do.
It's a mean text.
It's a mean text. This sounds really weird. It is a very precarious playoff position for the Bruins right now, so I'm not like really doing this. I'm kind of rooting for Detroit. I'm kind of rooting for them. I want them, like, this is unnecessarily painful. Like, it's one thing to be Buffalo, which is finally obviously different this year, but for 14 years, they were out of the picture by fucking February. Like, it was never an almost, right? It was always just, you suck, you suck. Detroit has been close. Last year, it was the last game of their season that they missed out on the playoffs on.
Was it last year or the year before last?
Either way, it was a great prediction by me. I nailed that shit. But they were so.
No, it was the year before
close.
last because I predicted that would happen to Columbus, and Columbus finished in last.
Yeah.
I'm so good at predictions.
Damn.
Detroit is how many games out of a wild card spot right now?
So currently, as of recording, with some of the games that have finished tonight, Detroit is currently 3 points behind the New York Islanders for the last wild card spot.
With 2 games in hand, they're very much not dead.
They're not dead. No.
Every team ahead of them has a positive goal differential. They certainly don't.
-4.
-4. They've lost their last 2. They're 3-5-2 in their last 10. Like, this is, if they still have time to correct this, but
They get a very pissed off Buffalo team tonight.
they are collapsing. They really are. Mm-hmm. Andrew, this is the one, like, I know we're going to talk about predictions and you're going to get to do your whatever you want, but this is something.
No, I won't. Thomas won't let me.
Andrew has been saying for 6 months now that Detroit are frauds. The season didn't start before he said the Detroit are frauds. Like, this was his take forever this season.
And to be fair, I have been saying Detroit has been fraudulent for years because the guys are playing isn't a real concept. It's not real. It's not a real plan. What is the plan?
It's a concept of a plan.
It's a concept of a plan.
What is the plan? What's the plan?
You know what's funny?
Tell me what the ideal plan is right now.
At my corporate job, where they're laying a bunch of people off because corporate, they told us about this whole plan. And at the end, I walked away being like, they have concepts of a plan. None of that made any fucking sense. It's like they just fired people to save money and improve the bottom line. That was all.
Why not just say that's the plan?
That's the plan. I almost said it during the meeting. I told you guys this before, but during the meeting where they announced a bunch of people that they were laying off, I was very vocal. And I had so many one-on-ones with like various managers about how I was feeling about the changes. I was like, am I in trouble or not, guys? You want to fucking keep talking to me? I've said what I've had to say. I'm not going to sit here and watch people get fired for no reason and shut the fuck up. I'm not one of those people. You don't get to do that. Anyway, man, I am all over the place tonight, aren't I?
You are. It's like you're having a manic episode.
To be fair, tonight was a very, very big night.
Yeah. Proud of you.
Detroit are frauds.
Detroit are frauds. And I will hold on to this take until Steve Eiserman is fired and they hire a real GM.
In your defense,
with
Andrew,
a plan.
In your defense, they have 11 games left.
They do.
And they're very much well in shot to do this, to prove you wrong.
Yep.
And so no one can get mad at you for this take. You have 11 games, Detroit, to prove Andrew wrong. And guess what? Andrew's wrong about fucking everything. Mm-hmm. So if you can't prove it, no offense, if you can't prove him wrong, that's on you. Like, no, John B doesn't get mad at you. You have said your piece, and they're collapsing in March. Fucking win some games. You think your schedule is harder than the Bruins? It fucking isn't. The Bruins have a 4-point lead over you. The Bruins are facing 8 more, or something like that. 8 more playoff teams in the last 10. 7 more playoff teams.
That's correct. No, 8. It's 8 right now. Yep.
And 7 of those games are on the road.
Yep.
Like, if you're gonna fucking make the playoffs, you have every opportunity to do so. You don't get to complain when people point this shit out. Yep. Do your job.
The only non-playoff teams that they have left are the New Jersey Devils, who are currently 7-3 in their last 10.
Yep.
And the Philadelphia Flyers, who are somehow holding on for dear life.
I mean, they're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Yeah. They're cruising.
Yeah. So
that Toronto game really, I can't believe. I mean, I can believe it, but my God, how do you not win that one? How do you not win that one? And I was the one to be like, throw it out. It's a division rivalry game. You never know what happens in these, but fuck, that was a bad game.
If we get pushed out of the wild card, we're going to go back and we're going to look at that game and realistically like the last week, basically. Yep. And that's where it fucked up.
I mean, they genuinely have. The Bruins have not been a good enough team since the Olympic break. They truly haven't been. And it's well documented.
They're just gathering points, though. They're just banking points.
This is the thing. I have to stop being a little bitch because guess what? They're in every single one of these games. Mm-hmm. That's the difference in hockey. Are you in the game or are you not? You're only a bad team if you're truly out of these games.
You're only a bad team if you are Vancouver or the New York Rangers.
Or any team in the Pacific. Other than that, you're a real team.
Well, but by the way, Thomas, shout out to your Nashville Predators right now.
I don't know what the fuck's happening down there, dude.
No one does.
They've won 5 straight and are currently 3 points clear of a playoff spot.
They were dead in the water.
Yeah, they were. Classic good for them.
He kind of is, right? It's Stammer out there doing this thing.
Yep. Yeah, Stammer has turned back the clock. He's got like
not defensible. Can I say not defensively if he was never good at defense? How does that?
He was never good at defense, but he's got 35 goals, and that's what. And chicks dig the long ball, so fuck it.
They do. And then who am I to... This is the thing. I used to criticize Kucherov for never winning the Hart because he never plays fucking defense, and why would I give you the Hart if you're useless on one side of the puck? It's also the reason I've never argued that Pasternak deserves the Hart. Mm-hmm. Truly deserves it. I've talked about him being involved in the conversation, but fuck, man, no, Pasternak is not a Hart winner. Kucherov also has like 1 billion points in his last 20 games, so...
Kucherov in his last... I think this was as of a couple days ago, so this could be updated. Has 93 points in his last 34 games. That's not a typo.
This is going to sound insane.
What I just said didn't?
Well, I'm going to make it worse. It's a little Gretzky-ish.
No,
sorry, not a little. It's literally Gretzky-ish.
It's modern. It's modern. If you say modern Gretzky, I'm right there with you. It's a modern Gretzky.
I hate
modern
it.
Gretzky stretch.
I don't want Kucherov to be Gretzky. I don't. And he's not, but he's kind of like, fuck, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's insane. He's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he's averaged 2 points a game for his last 50.
Has he? That's crazy.
I mean, if you said he had 90-something in his last 34, I guess it's not even that crazy.
Yeah, no, it's not, because it's like 93 in his last 34. That's close to 3.
Could both Florida teams just, I don't know, cult behavior, drink the Kool-Aid, get out of our fucking way, please? I don't want to deal with
Well,
you
one
anymore.
of them did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is... God, I hope they still lose their pick. I don't know how. I just... Fuck. I'm so sick of Florida. This all started with Detroit are frauds, by the way.
Yeah, man, you're taking us for a ride today, buddy boy.
Good conversations, though, I say to myself, believing it.
Thomas, what's your take on the conversation?
I do. Which one? There's 5 happening right now.
That is a good answer.
Yeah, Detroit are frauds. I also agree. I would love the Lightning to not be in our way. I would like the Panthers to fall off into the fucking Gulf of America or whatever the fuck it's called right now.
Please call it Gulf of Mexico. I don't want
whatever
that.
the fuck. Actually, that's not
Gulf
even
of my dick.
Yeah, that's not even the side of the state that they're on. So maybe drift off into the Bermuda Triangle. How's that?
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
There is a very real possibility that Boston plays Buffalo in the first round, and then we mentioned this in a previous episode. How confident are you in that?
I wouldn't be confident, but I would love it.
It'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
I think it would be fun. I don't know how it would go.
Last night's game felt like a playoff game.
Let's be honest. Right now for the Bruins, it is.
Everything is a playoff
Everything's
game.
a playoff game.
Yep.
This is your playoffs.
I'm glad you said that, because when they scored the 2 goals in 33 seconds, the thought that came to mind is a good team finds a way to win, a bad team finds a way to lose. And I was very... I was very
right?
pessimistic. And I wasn't right. Because a good team
they found a way to win.
And I was like, you know what? Fucking turn it on me. I get it. I have to... The thing is, as pessimistic as I could be about this team, and they give me plenty of ammo.
They sure do.
I can also be as equally optimistic, right? Like, at the end of the day, they keep pulling the results out. They are demanding that I respect them. One thing the Bruins have done this year is they have demanded that you respect them. Because at the end of the day, a win's a win and a loss is a loss. And they have fucking won a lot.
Thomas, they have given you exactly what you asked for at the beginning of the season.
Give me
An
a reason to
entertaining
watch.
product.
Yeah, give me a reason to watch in the closing weeks of the season, and that's what we're doing right now.
Thomas is the real winner this season.
He's a real winner every season. I think he's won I think he's won predictions like 4 times.
Yeah.
No, Ian's definitely won them as well. I feel like me and Ian have split them.
I think we've traded. Yeah.
And to be honest, as long as Andrew loses, we're all winners.
Isn't it sad that you and I are both we're almost on a team with this shit for like as long as I will say there was that one year that I won by like it was late February and I was like, this is the best. I love doing this podcast.
Yeah.
It's the best I've ever found.
And I was like, why did I invite you?
Yeah, that was your fault. 100%. That was your fault.
New listeners, of which we've gotten a bunch because we've gotten like a bunch of new people on the Discord. By the way, join the Discord.
It's because you're a big wiener.
It's because I'm a big wiener. Ian being here is my fault.
It's fucking obnoxious.
The OnlyFans is popping up. Sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
No, it's slightly different. Mine is called Only Legs.
I thought it was barely legs.
Barely Legs. There it is.
But it's spelt that you get it.
Yeah, do not finish that sentence.
I think my favorite bit of this podcast is the amount of times I start a sentence and go, "Nope, you can't say that."
Your filter's on point.
Hey, how many things have I edited out of my YouTube videos?
Yeah.
You gotta wonder.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious about the answer to that. What's the answer?
There's at least one sentence of video that I have to cut out.
Yeah.
Yep. Because remember, I'm talking to myself in these videos.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's truly what is happening.
So, Ian, to your point about how much the Pacific sucks and blows and also sucks.
Can't wait for a Pacific team to somehow win the fucking cup.
Yeah. The 12th place team in the East, the Washington Capitals, would currently be 3rd in the Pacific.
Fuck.
The Toronto Maple Leafs, who are done, who have been done since January, it seems, would be 2 points behind the Nashville Predators for a playoff spot.
I like the way McDavid put it. It's a pillow fight.
It's a pillow fight.
We're lucky. He said we're lucky to be in the Pacific.
I love that he said that.
I do too. And you know what? He's right. The people got mad at that. Well, what are you mad at? The division
I'm sorry
sucks.
I told the truth.
Yeah.
Get good.
If I was ever a professional athlete, I swear I would be so disliked just for being like, yeah, that was some bullshit. Like I would just be honest about everything. These guys get this media training. They don't know how much it hurts the league. The NBA, the reason it's as popular as it is because people just fucking say shit. Mm-hmm. These guys are characters. I don't know. I think we could use more of it in the NHL. You know what's really bothering me right now? And I know I keep taking us on tangents, and I'll apologize when I feel like I need to.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to vomit. Take me off this wild ride.
Yeah, right? The Wild, Bill Guerin, I think it was Guerin, bitching about the second best team should not be playing the third best team in the first round. Fuck you. I get it that people want to restructure the playoffs, but at the end of the day, you win or you lose, man. Yep. No one gives a shit. Beat the team in front of you, and Bettman's over here like we have the best first round in sports. Sure. Yes. Great. We still have great cup finals. We still have great conference finals. Yes, sometimes the second round's a little weird, but are we really that disappointed with the product? Like, dude, the first round deserves some great matchups too. This shouldn't be like this. What should it be, dude? You want an easier path? Also, I really get sick.
I really want to go back to 1 through 8, but I'm gonna let you spin out.
No. 1 through 8 isn't a problem. I'm not even saying that's like it's bizarre to have that opinion. But for a general manager or a player to bitch and moan about this, there is no data that supports that playing a better team in the first round and you coming out of that matchup means you're going to be worse in the next round. Most of it supports when you are forced to play at the highest level of your team in the round before, you're better prepared for the next round. When you sweep a team in the round before, you're more likely to not get up to speed as quick as you need to for the next matchup. We've seen it time and time again. The data doesn't support you. Play the teams that you know you're going to meet eventually, win or fucking lose. But shut the fuck up. I can't defend it. I'm fine with going back to 1 to 8. I don't want 1 to 16. I like at least having familiar teams face off. I like having that rivalry. They're right about that. Creating these rivalries is important, but I'm fine with either way. I'm not going to bitch and moan if the Bruins play a team. They're like, well, we should have faced them in the second or third round. Why? So you can lose then, jackass? Just beat the team in front of you or go home. Am I alone in this? Andrew's looking at me like I'm alone in this.
I just had this thought of like letting you continue on this rant and like wishing for the time back in the day when we had ad breaks. And having Thomas just insert an ad break right in the middle of that.
That would be pretty good, actually.
I would just leave like a very low level bit of your audio over the ad.
Oh,
like,
that'd be great.
That would be so good. And then fade it back in. Yeah.
You know, there's I listened to a Ringer podcast, which is a fantasy football show, and people complain that there's a guy who talks like 65 to 70% of the time, and the other two guys talk like the other of it. I feel like that guy right now. Definitely.
The number is 30 to 35, Ian.
Thank you. I'm definitely stealing the mic a little too much, but no. I'm passionate about that thing.
No, I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, none of this is on the itinerary.
It's very true.
We ran through the itinerary 20 minutes ago. We're good.
Am I off base with that one, though? Like,
you're really not. You really not.
Feel like it's that much of a difference?
No. I think I agree with Garen in the sense of there needs to be a push of a revamping of the playoff system. I really do.
What do you do that's better than how it is right now, though? Like, honestly, how do you
go? I mean, I know leagues never go backwards, but 1 through 8. 1 through 8. That's
you'll get the same problem though. You really will with 1 through 8. You'll have teams that somehow like, hey, this team was the Buffalo Sabres. If they started a little later in their torrid pace, and you're like, oh wow, this team went 26-4 and 5 through their last whatever games, but they still that's probably too late. But
that's 35 games.
They went 17-3-1 to finish the season, but they were so far back that now they're like a 7th seed. Mm-hmm. Like you just still run into it. I just at the
Start
end of the
earlier.
day,
Get good.
You gotta beat these teams. It doesn't matter if you think that team is that good. You're gonna face them in a later round anyway. What are you just hoping to get an injury? Like,
yeah.
I'd rather see the good teams face off with each other when they're fucking healthy. I don't know. It's a complaint that means nothing, and I don't like when general managers make it.
I feel like that's more where your complaint lies. It
means nothing
in the fact that Garen said it. Garen's been talking a lot since getting a gold medal.
Fucking bothers me because I really like rooting for the Wild, and he's pissing me off.
Yeah. He's kind of a shitheel.
He's such a bitch. Like, stop being a little bitch. Just like play the game.
When Bobby Brink was traded to Minnesota from Philadelphia, he said to Bobby that this isn't a country club. You're not going home to your friends in Minnesota. You're here to work. Like, what the fuck drill instructor thing is that? Yes, I know. I'm now part of the Minnesota Wild. I'm now a Minnesota Wild player. You don't have to fucking give me one of these movie pep talks. What do you think you are in a movie right now?
No. That attitude lasts for a year or two. That never impacts players longer than a year or two.
Yeah. And Garen, yeah, gold medal winner. No one can take that away from him. Yeah. Quiet down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just stop complaining. Stop complaining. Like, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Want to sneak some voicemails in?
I'd love to.
Let's do it.
Let's let somebody else talk for a minute, right? What's going on?
We've got a decent amount. I believe there's 7 or 8 of them. So
I like that.
I'll fire them. And Ian, let's just hold the in between voicemail tangents to like under 2 minutes.
Gotcha. I'll do my best.
I'm gonna slap that
60
lead shot
seconds,
in.
Ian.
Yeah.
I got the fucking 60-second rule.
Yeah, right? If they get 60 seconds, that's what you get. No. All right. There we go.
What's going on, boys? Name's Matt. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Long-time Elias Lindholm defender, too. But I was seeing this guy, Nick Casano, and I heard him say something. It's the perfect descriptor for Elias Lindholm's game. He plays like a floppy wiener. I'm so sick of seeing him reach for pucks and take stabs at pucks and not get physical and get his body in there. He's slow to get up the ice. He's just no drive. He's just too soft. I look and they send it the fourth line after they roll out that terrible third line, and I see Kastelik. He's a hard-nosed player, gets in physical, loves to lay the body, loves to make an impact in the Bruins, dump and chase kind of game. Also, really sick of seeing Andrew Peeke out there. Makes me miss Matt Bartkowski and Zach Trotman. Go Bees.
Fuck, go Bees. No notes, but goddamn.
Yeah, he
Zach
dropped.
Trotman, you didn't have to do him like that.
He dropped a bomb
He
right
kind of
there.
did. He kind of did.
Good work. Good first call.
We have avoided deep talk on Lindholm, but Andrew, do you have a comment you want to make about Lindholm?
No, that would require me to think about how he's played.
Yeah, this has been a pretty upbeat podcast, and I almost don't even want to talk about it because that's definitely a sore spot for us, and it's gonna put us in a shit mood. But
I mean, he is a great snipe in the Maple Leafs game. If you want to keep it positive.
2 goals, 2 games.
Yeah. Also, Matt, you kind of sound like Steve Buscemi there, and I dig it.
okay.
Never hate the long-time listener, first-time caller, by the way.
Yeah,
Love
definitely
Love that.
appreciate that.
Love
Thank you,
that.
Matt. Let's do another one.
Hey, boys. Will calling in from Nova Scotia. Tomorrow is March 24th, which is a special day because it's Jack Edwards' birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
And
Jack.
also my birthday.
Nice.
We happen to share a birthday. Happy birthday to the both of us. What I would like for my birthday is a James Hagens contract. We'll see if I get it. Listen, on the one hand, I think, and you're not going to believe this, but people on Twitter are overreacting right now. Some people saying, oh, he may never play for the Bruins now. Like, settle down, okay? Be real for a second. But also, why does every contract negotiation have to go like this for Don Sweeney? Like, this should be a layup. The kid wants to play in Boston. You presumably want him in the organization. Why are we dragging this out? Why do we gotta make this a long and grindy thing? Just sign him and be done with it. Everyone would be happy. I don't get it. Explain it to me, please. Go Bees.
Go Bees.
Go Bees.
We kind of already did, but I agree. I think the player wants to be here. The organization wants him here. The fans obviously want him here. You just got to do your due diligence and fucking play by the rules and see what happens. There's no reason for him to be here like right now. There's genuinely no. Yeah. Especially if you watched the first game in Providence. He didn't look bad, but he didn't look ready.
Also, what made this not a layup?
Yeah.
What was this? This is still a layup situation. We're actively watching the layup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. He literally just took his last dribble. He's got 2 steps and then the layup.
Yep.
Everybody pump the brakes. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
Hey fellas, it's Dennis back from 6. I'm going to the Bruins game against the Leafs, a team that seems to have been ranked first after my video about their insane amount of struggles. A video which, by the way, 50,000 fucking views. Holy shit. Wow. But in any case, about the Bruins, this isn't about the Leafs, okay? Fuck the Leafs. I'm the Leafs down forever. About the Bruins, who's the best player that you want gone from this team by next trade deadline? Just like, I don't care how fucking good you are, you're not doing it on this team. And the only stipulation, you can't say Elias Lindholm because I know that's going to be the Love you guys. Thanks everybody for 50,000. And go Bees!
Go Bees. That call was made from the belly of a whale. What the fuck is going on?
By the way, go Bees.
Go
Next, fuck off. It's Elias Lindholm.
I need to hear the question again. I couldn't quite hear it.
Yeah.
Someone that you absolutely want gone by next year's trade deadline that's on this team right now. Like 100%. And I think if it's not Elias Lindholm, it's Andrew Peak.
Well, Peak's already gone.
Yeah.
Well, he fucking should. They're not going to re-sign him, right? Right.
In a 3-year deal.
Oh, I puckered a little bit.
Yeah.
A guy I want off this. What a great question, because it really makes you sit there and go, I kind of like a lot of these guys.
The two that Andrew
Is
just
it
named
Middlestat?
are the answers. No.
I mean, I would be happy to move off Middlestat. Even something about the second line just doesn't make sense to me. And the problem is the results are great.
I was going to say, the problem is you at this point.
Yeah, it's me. I will fully admit that. Who do I not want on this team? That's a really good question.
Isamont?
I mean, I could say Yoki Haru, but he barely plays. And honestly, he's been fine when he does play every fucking second week. Korpisalo. Oh, it's Korpisalo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Korpisalo.
Korpisalo. I want a backup I trust a little bit more, which might not exist. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I think complaining about Korpisalo is probably a waste of time because he's mostly been fine.
Yeah.
Like, look at the league average for goaltending right now, and Korpisalo is kind of like about there, I guess. It's the past couple of years we've seen a severe drop off on goaltending in general. Like a 908, you're like, I'm very happy with that. Where it used to be, you want to be 912, 913 to be like, that's a good goaltender.
It feels like it's been a couple of weeks since we watched him lose a game, and as a backup, that's fine.
Yeah.
That said, I'm excited to see some call-ups.
DiPietro needs a look. He just needs a look, and he was awful in camp. I get it, but he needs a look.
Yeah. All right, let's do another one. No, shut the fuck up. We're doing another one. You crying yet?
No.
You're gonna be.
Good afternoon, short shift. That's a halter. Anyways, so that Detroit game, this is mostly for Zombie. Listen here, my good old buddy, old pal, old chum.
Is that a
little word to the wise? Don't talk shit before the puck drops. How about them bees versus the Red Wings? Don't talk about last night. Don't talk about how we lost to the Maple Leafs. Don't talk about how we allowed a fucking another shorthanded goal. Don't want to talk about it. I'm talking about it, apparently. Anyway, something bounced back against the Sabres. I have mild faith, but as Ted Lasso once said, points up to the frickin' top there and goes, believe. You gotta believe! Anyways, hope all is well. Thank you.
Go Bees.
Go Bees.
I would like to say we have smacked Zombie enough that we should shout out his podcast.
The PFH podcast. It's good shit.
It's good shit. He's doing good work, and he's very realistic about the Detroit team, and no one's as unhappy as he is right now.
Yeah.
Reason enough
He
to
went into
listen.
the Discord.
Yeah.
He came into the Discord a few days ago after the loss, and people were like kind of jumping on him a little bit, and he just went, whatever, make a save. Like,
Yep.
I was just like, aw.
Yeah.
By the way, the amount of people, after I made that video about the 2 goals that Gibson gave up, where you're like, you can't, the Elias shot and the Zadorov shot, and people are like, well, they earned those goals. Well, I didn't say they didn't, but if Swayman gave those up, you'd be chopping his knees off. Like, what are you talking about? Those were bad fucking goals.
Yeah. The Lindholm goal had no excuse to go in.
The Zadorov one, too, no one was more surprised about that going in than Zadorov.
Oh, yeah, he was laughing.
He was literally laughing. A little shout out to my old career. I have been that guy to shoot a puck and like it goes in, I'm chuckling to myself. Like, I don't even know how that. I was not a goal scorer. I was the defenseman who liked to slam the puck. I was Andrew Peak. Better defensively, but I was Andrew Peak in the offensive zone. I'm slamming that shit. It's shoulder height. No one's tipping it in. If you do tip it, it's illegal. Once in a while, it gets in the net though, and I'm having a great fucking time with it. Usually in a blowout. It was never a game winner.
No, who's had the most goals like that this year? Where it's like I don't know why that went in, and he had another one against the Sabres.
Hold on. Let me. Oh, you okay? Never mind. Go ahead.
Fucking Arvidsson.
Yeah. I wanted to guess, but you had already spoiled it. Although there's an argument for Middlestat there, but RV is the puck's to the net, man. Like just fucking. You never know.
Slap shot.
Kind of reminds me of Craig Smith a little bit. He's different.
He's a faster Craig Smith.
Right? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Easier to move off the puck too. Craig Smith could hold that shit, but feels nice.
Take the trade off.
Yeah, feels nice having another Craig Smith.
Yo, I'm literally calling in the middle of the game right now against Buffalo. If Geeky doesn't shoot the fucking puck, I am going to go postal. Shoot the fucking puck! Go Bees.
Go Bees. 100% agree. I'm getting real sick.
Hold on.
of watching Morgan Geeky. I'm not going to talk about the 2-on-1 pass. That was the right play.
Thank you. Okay. Good.
Yeah. I'm talking about him getting into the slot, about ready to uncork one, and then cross slot into a forest of legs every time.
But I'm cold. You know how you heat up? You score a fucking goal, dude.
It looked like he was starting to look for a shot against Toronto, and then he started doing that shit again in Buffalo.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Again, he doesn't score another goal all year. He had 34. He got us here. I'm so fucking happy with Geeky's contract. He makes $5.5 million. He's over 30 goals this year. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. I would love for him to start scoring again. He's had a great season. It's just these two pockets in the back half of 10 plus games where he can't score. Fuck, man. Get out of your own head.
I did like that Sturm said he needs to get back to grinding. And one thing that I did notice is that people were starting to foo-foo that statement. And I took it as you need to stop worrying about shooting and start contributing in other ways.
And he has.
That's how I took it. And he has.
He has. The thing is, it's a, hey, shut off the brain, dude. Like, this is literally where I think it's at. Yeah. Go enjoy playing hockey. Yeah, go have fun. Go out there and don't worry if you're taking the right shot. Don't worry if you're making the right pass. Just go out there, play a little pond hockey for a couple shifts.
Or river hockey, whatever the fuck they were saying on the TV.
I didn't even understand what the fuck they were talking about at that point. I kind of muted them in my brain because they basically ran out of their, like, we have these talking points. We've already said them 8 times each. What do we do? River hockey.
Yeah, river hockey. But that said, I'm still with Rat. Shoot the fucking puck.
Shoot the fucking puck. Like, have fun. Dude, like, just turn into Arvidsson. I have a chance to shoot. I'm shooting.
There it is. I was just about to say that. Yep. Be Victor Arvidsson.
Do you think he's worried about his shooting percentage? This is a bizarre take. I understand. Do you think he's worried about it?
I really fucking hope not.
Right?
I can't. I
don't think so.
Okay, that's a bad take. That's a bad take by me. Right? Like, that's a bad take.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just think it's somebody who's in their own head right now. I think it's really that simple.
Go have fun. Go out there, play some pond hockey. You don't have pasta on your line. You don't have anyone to cater to. You're the scorer on the third line. Fucking hammer that shit. Shoot every time. I don't give a fuck. Because it's you or it's Elias or it's Reichel. I will take your shots. Take 12 fucking shots from bad angles. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, the game against the Sabres just finished.
Okay.
I'm mixed feelings about this. On one hand, yay, the Bruins won. On the other hand, I think I want to sacrifice Mason Law into a volcano. If this motherfucker ever suits up for a game as an NHL defenseman for the Boston Bruins again, I'm gonna scream. 2 back-to-back shorthanded goals that he causes and then another goal by being a dickhead afterwards. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I just am so done with this stupid idiot. Play Harris next game. Bye.
Bye. It sucks too because Lorai for the last couple weeks has been so much better. And then
Lorai's been so much better for the last 3 months.
Yeah. Like, just that game just erased a lot of the goodwill that he's built up.
Okay. I get it. That was a 5 minutes from hell for Mason Lorai. Marco Sturm, after the game last night, had a really good point. I'm not going to completely erase 3 months of good play over a bad game. I'll let him know about the bad game. And we will teach him and we will get him back up. But he's been damn good for me in the last 3 months. I'll take the bad game if I get another 3 months of great play like that, like he's played.
Yep.
You kind of lost your mind there. What was happening?
I couldn't believe 2 bad games and people are throwing him in the furnace. I get it. And he had built a reputation to put him there. I get that. It had been months of really good games. Let's give the guy a second. McAvoy has bad games. Pasternak has bad games. Swayman has bad games. He is a support player.
Yeah.
He's allowed to have bad games. And yes, his mistakes, like Brandon Carlo back in the day,
they compound so quickly.
They compound and they're blatant. Their mistakes are so fucking obvious.
That cross check on I think it was Benson. That cross check on Benson. Oh my god.
If that was Zadorov, wouldn't we be sitting there going like, typical fucking Zadorov? He can't hold on to his head. He just had to lay him out, and then we would stop talking about it. We would have that one. We'd stop talking about it. We wouldn't ask for him to be out of the lineup. That's all it'd be. Lorai crossed the line. He lost his cool, and yeah, he fucked up. He was a bad fucking second period.
He also didn't play much after that. Did you notice that?
Yeah, they put him. They put him. Look, I want Harris to get more time. I get that, but no, I am so fine with Lorai having a couple bad games. Thank you guys for also being on that page, because you can't erase 3 months of good with 2 bad. Come on.
Yeah. I agree with Thomas in that I completely understand that it took away a lot of goodwill. That's totally understandable.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we have a coach that's smart enough to be like, I know what everyone's going to be saying after that, and I'm here to remind you, he's not going anywhere. So,
I want to compliment Sturm because again, he shows that I don't overreact, but also I make changes when I think they're due, and he's pushed really good buttons this year. Mm-hmm. I do have a lot of X's and O's things I'd like to talk to him about, but we'll get there.
He's got the people management part down for sure.
Yeah.
Uno más.
I know Spanish.
What's up, Short Shift? Hope you guys are having a good week. This weather hopefully is going to stay warm through the groundhog. Anyway, of course we lose to Toronto and then beat the best team in hockey at the moment. Elias Lindholm has looked great since being on the third line. Just keep him there forever. Local has been saying he is the new Coyle, and I've been holding hope that he's a 2C. He is not. Keep him at 3C. He's good defensively. He's good at draws. Reichel and Geeky look good together. Yeah, just cement Elias as a third-line center, because apparently we have a top-line center, Fraser Minton, who I am very close to buying a jersey of, but I do not want to jinx it. So, yeah, have a good one. Go Bees!
Go Bees, the jersey comment hit me right where I live. That was... Did I make that call? Is that from me?
Man, you sound different.
Yeah, right? Maybe I was a little buzzed up. Like anyone's ever heard me speak sober before on the internet.
Yeah. You're drunk right now.
Who wouldn't be? It's
no notes.
11 p.m. on a Thursday. Who's sober at this time?
Yeah, exactly. No notes. No notes. Good call.
Well thought out, too. He seemed like he was really kind of, working his way
I'd say
through that.
Lindholm has been better on the third line. I wouldn't say he's been good.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Oh, Oh, we do not have another uno mas, uno dos even.
Yeah, but when I said uno mas, I meant one more.
All right, I kind of know
That's what
Spanish.
uno mas means.
I'm vaguely familiar with the language. I know Italian though.
I feel like if you knew Italian, you could figure out what uno mas means.
Yeah, for real. They're both romantics, you idiot.
Yeah, well, I lied. So
Yeah. Andrew, go ahead.
Oh, I'm tied for first with Ian, and I'm really happy about it. That's all I was going to do.
That's good.
yeah.
That's all.
It's weird that you have your dick out on camera, but luckily this is a
How can
audio.
you see it?
It's weird that there's a clothespin on it. Do you have something to talk to us about?
I think it's folded. Did you fold it?
It's folded with
it's
a
not.
clothespin.
It is. I assure you, boys, it is nothing I want to talk to you about.
Oh, it's a cage. It's a cage. I would ask who has the key, but I think I'd get you in trouble.
Yeah.
No, I think you know who has the key.
I'm holding it. Anyway, we're home for the
Key
wild.
or wait, Thomas, how did everybody get the idea that this is a horny podcast?
I have
It's crazy.
no fucking clue. No clue.
We can never be like professional podcasters because this is always such a fucking shit show.
Hey, Court, do you want to go on our show? I heard your last episode, and
Yeah. Hey, all right. No swearing and no sexual innuendos. It's been about a 4-minute podcast.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It would just be go bees, and that's it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm tied for first, and I'm very excited about it because I had a 4-0 week.
I mean, we're at the dead end of the season too. Like you got a chance,
There's 10,
brother.
10 games left.
10 games left.
Yeah, Ian, you are tied with me at 39 and 33.
Stop
and
saying it. Fuck.
Thomas, you are. I did not. You had a bad week last week.
I've had 2 to 3 straight rough weeks. Mm-hmm. For sure.
You're down at 37 and 35, but me saying that means you're probably going to win.
Yeah, I will. I mean, we'll start tonight. Wild at home. Let's see. Wild. I mean, they're definitely a playoff team. They're going to win 100 games, or they're going to end.
Winning 100 games, that would go crazy.
No, over 100 points. Kind of playing 500 hockey right now. I'm gonna go with momentum and say this is a dub.
And to be clear for Thomas, we will be, if this was a gambling podcast, I think we would be favored in maybe 3 of the next 10 matches.
That
Maybe.
sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to predict this game? Or
The Wild is tough. I guess it just depends on if it's Sway or Corpy.
It'll be Sway. It'll 100% be Sway.
Yeah.
You think it'll be Sway? You don't think it'll go Corpy 2 straight and then have Sway for the Jackets, which may have more implications for standings?
Look, I could be wrong about this. I just have a hard time seeing them ever go Corpy 2 straight.
yeah,
All right.
has that even happened yet this year?
I don't know.
Yes,
I
it
do
has.
think
If it did, it's
Sturm,
the first 2 months of the season.
Yes.
I think Sturm is back pocket. I will play Sway in both. I think he's kind of got this trump card thing going. I will do this.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it was kind of hinting at it last time.
Yeah, there was a little chatter, but yeah, obviously didn't work out that way.
This is on the road. I'll say.
This is
it?
home.
No, this is.
Oh, it's at home. Excuse me. Okay, it's at home. All right. Yep. Dub.
We don't have a lot of travel. We have a lot of travel, but most of it's on the East Coast. We aren't going out west. Fuck, man, I have no vibe about this one. We won the last game. We're gonna lose this one. There we go. That's how the Bruins play it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll go first on the Jackets. Win just out of I just need them to. I'm terrified. I just want them to.
Yeah.
I'll say this is a loss.
Okay.
Yeah. The Jackets are on fire right now.
Fuego. See, I know Spanish.
Are they though?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Let's see.
Say jacket in Spanish.
I don't know.
El Jacket.
El Jacketto, actually, but good try.
They're on fire. They lost their last game and they're 6-2-2. So they're getting points for sure. Yeah.
So they've cooled off a little bit. They're
Cooled off,
6-2 and 2.
cooled off slightly.
I think they've pointed like 16 of the last 18. Like I think they're
Something like that. This does feel like a loss for us.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I am just polar opposite through 2. This is a great chance for me, or devastating loss.
And only a third game here. The 31st. We're going to end out March. This is home against the Stars. This is not my head talking. This is the heart. I'm going to go with a dub.
Hell yeah.
At home because we need that. We got to put together a couple of dubs here before the end of this fucking season, and I think next week is the opportunity. The following week looks rough.
This definitely feels like a galvanizing game. The Stars are also on a heater, on an actual heater. I'll say dub though, because fuck him.
He wants to counter program me so he can't finish in last place. That's what he's doing right now.
It's smart. It's, you know what, you got to give him that. I'm going to also go to a dub here. For some reason, I adore Oettinger and yet have very little trust in him. I don't know why. I just can't. It feels like there's been too many moments through the past few years where I'm like, I don't know what the Otter's doing.
Yeah. I've been burned too many times by him. And look, other than the homerism and loving Swayman because he's on my team, Otter's my guy.
He's great. Yeah.
Him and Juice is those two. I have love for them, but I agree with you. Otter is. It feels like sometimes when you're expecting greatness out of him, he just gives you an average game, which is kind of also sometimes not necessarily lately, but sometimes it felt like that was Swayman's MO for a period of time.
And Otter's been in the conference finals, if I'm correct, multiple times, right? Like
years.
Yeah, he's been great, but for some reason, I don't know. Maybe it just feels like when Dallas faces a team that truly is a coin flip for them to beat, they always come out on the wrong end when it comes to the playoffs. I don't know. I know that's not fair or even really all that correct. It's just a vibe that
well, no, it's actually kind of correct. Why do you think Thomas has said at the beginning of the year, "I'm so sick of picking them"?
Yeah. It's the Stars of the Wild. We both go like, oh man, this is the year for these guys, and every time they just let us down towards the end.
Neither one of them could ever pull away.
Yeah,
and we're playing both of them this week. Have fun. Have fun.
This is the last
brutal week.
Oh, it's a brutal rest of the season.
Yeah.
But this is a particularly brutal week.
It is brutal. And starting with that win against Buffalo was so very huge. This is the last week of predictions that I get to watch all the games.
Yeah.
For the regular season. I am not back from Italy until the 18th of April.
I can't believe that the hockey guy planned his honeymoon.
Did I?
He did not.
So I just want to make it very clear. I wanted a fall wedding and was going to miss a portion of the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. And she wanted a spring wedding, so we compromised.
So we compromised and went with the spring wedding.
This summer is going to be so off balance for Ian because it's going to feel like the season never really ended.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going to be inconsolable this summer.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They have to make the playoffs. They have to. I have to come home and be able to cover some more Bruins games. They have to do it. If anyone wants to be dumb about the statement I just made, I will always defer to what she wants because that's my fucking girl. Like, what are we talking about? Come on.
We're talking about your girl?
Yeah. Like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
I will give up everything for her, even hockey. I hate to say it, but I would. Luckily, she would never ask me to do that, so we'll take that.
Yep, we take those.
Boys, any closing thoughts?
I would apologize for the manic bullshit, but I won't.
That's fine. You could apologize for the 2 straight hours of direct eye contact with me in the webcam. It's creeping me out.
Wouldn't do that either. Maybe next time put some clothes on. God damn.
Yeah, man, you grate cheese on those abs, dude.
Yeah,
I have.
I have one ab. Just one.
And you can still grate cheese on it. Yeah. It's just weird that we tried to do it publicly at a bar, but you know what? It was cool. It was a fun time.
Yeah, shout out Rail Stop.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Andrew, you got any closing thoughts?
Fix the power play.
Okay.
Dump and chase. Stop giving up chances from the blue line. Dump and chase. I don't care if it makes your percentages go down.
Yep. All right, boys. Big week.
Big week.
Big
Go
week.
bees.
Go bees!
Go Bees.
Later, boys.
Boy.